Очень приятно. We will try to find money. We need to find 500 rubles. Okay. Хорошо. Все хорошо.
До свидания.
До свидания. Well, everyone, welcome to the last part of the USSR. As you can see with the communist stuff behind me, we're in Transnistria, Moldova. We've got no money because the currency actually changes here. And we're going to try and find a way to pay for this hotel, otherwise I'm going to be sleeping on that bloody bench behind me. So join me on an adventure, totally unplanned. I've just gotten out of Ukraine and now I've decided to put myself under more stress. Let's go and find, well, I would say an ATM, but the ATMs don't work, that's what she was saying. Because I don't even know, but we're kind of in Russia, Romania's weird goth cousin. I don't really know where we are, but it's a weird country. It's a country that doesn't exist. And we're going to try and find some money. Luckily I do have euros, which I should be able to exchange at a supermarket, I've been told. So we need to find a supermarket that apparently can exchange it. So we've got our money cut out for us, mate. Let's do it. This is the first thing you'll see. You see all of these old Soviet cars, and look at the flag. Transnistria flag. And yeah, you have to go through passport control to get here. Even though it's not a recognized country by basically any other nation, there are 7,000 Russian peacekeeping troops here as well. So we're in Little Russia, so I don't really know what to expect, to be honest, especially after I've just been to Ukraine. We're putting him under a challenge. I've booked him a Soviet hotel. I've got a fairly Soviet hotel. He's going to the most Soviet one I've ever seen. Hello.
Отель это вот на следующую улицу пройдете квартал туда вверх и направо пройдете. Гостиница Россия. Россия. Гостиница Россия. А мы думали, что вы кого-то ищете, а вы оказываете. Отель. Россия. Отель Россия.
Россия.
Да.
Mulțumesc foarte mult. Спасибо вам большое.
Mulțumesc, молодец.
We're англичанин. England.
Вы что, приехали в гости?
Moldova красивый.
Откуда вы приехали?
Very nice. Very nice place.
Вы в гости приехали?
Не,
они туристы. Туристы.
Yeah.
Туристы?
Yes. Очень приятно. Nice to meet you.
Лена, повезло тебе.
Спасибо за помощь.
Спасибо. Bye-bye. And they were the lovely ladies of Pianistrovia, and that's what they call it, guys. Pianistrovia, not Transnistria that you and me know it. The people who are from this area of the world call it Pianistrovia, a token to Soviet times. Basically, we traveled back in time to the Soviet Union, whereas in Ukraine we were living in the present and experiencing history. Now we're experiencing the past. I mean, check out this massive Soviet apartment. However, we're not looking for the hotel they suggested, and us being English people, we've just said yes, smiled and nodded, but we're actually now going the wrong way.
No,
so,
I think it's down here, apparently.
Yeah. Well, we'll see if the babushkas can be trusted.
Yeah, we'll see.
Do you trust the babushkas?
I don't trust the babushkas.
I don't trust them. They're up to no good.
Yeah.
I
feel like I've gained a sort of bit of lore there, like a bit of XP by asking a babushka for help.
He's gaining lore. He's aura farming. What the fuck is going on with her neck? Oh my god. What hell? Too much alcohol. That lady's thinking, what the fuck are these guys doing?
Here we go.
Oh, the babushkas can be trusted. Oh my god. Wow. Moldova is going up in my books. We may have been told off by the bus driver, but mine is that arsehole. It's actually alright. Anyways, let's see his Soviet hotel. I hope I haven't fucked you over. I'm actually trying to be nice.
Yeah.
Are you excited for your Soviet
I'm very
apartment
excited.
thing?
Yeah, I'm sad I'll be doing it alone, but it'll be good for the content.
These are the names of the hotels in the Cyrillic alphabet. Even though they speak Romanian here, in this part, they actually speak Russian. But even when they have Romanian signs on some of the walls, they'll have the Romanian, if it's not even in Russian, they'll have it in the Cyrillic script, interestingly. It's the only country on earth that does that, where it's got a Cyrillic script for the Romanian language. Crazy. And just like Kazakhstan, check out the Soviet like pipe sticking out of the ground. Bit of a health hazard, but there we go. Well, the maps of the hotel have taken us into a supermarket. The only problem is we can't buy anything in this supermarket. So this lovely friendly man is going to help us to find where this hotel is. But apparently we're in the hotel. The photo of the hotel is this building as well.
Shop. Нет гостиница.
No, гостиница.
Okay.
No. Maybe. street.
Yeah.
Maybe
Maybe down there. Okay, I would have
Maybe.
Yeah, yeah. Well, thank you for your help.
sorry.
Как вас зовут?
Владимир.
Вадина.
Adina, Edwards,
Alfreds.
Alfred.
Alfreds.
Daniel, my
your
зять.
son.
My дочь и married.
Married. Oh, really?
Right,
To an
right.
Englishman?
Yeah, yes.
Really? Wow, nice.
My Daniel Kiev.
In Kiev?
Kiev.
Really?
I was just in Kiev 1 week ago. I was in Kiev. I did Lviv and Kiev.
Maybe telephone.
The telephone.
Конечно.
Yes. After you, bro.
Making some friends.
The people of Moldova are amazing. Look how friendly everyone is. You working here? I think it's an apartment on top of this building.
Do you think? Yeah,
That's what I
probably.
think.
Yeah.
Number 7 Lenin Street. I think it's an apartment in this building.
Oh wow! There he is.
Stalin.
There he is.
We got Lenin. We've got more Lenin. We've got Soviets. Wow.
And
Very nice.
Flag is SSSR.
Oh,
Wow.
Wow, interesno. Lenin.
Italian. Oh wow.
Wow. I've never seen before with my own eyes. In England, I study history and I learn about Lenin and Russia, Moldavia, Ukraine, but I've never actually been to see, you know?
yes, yes.
So it's very nice to have a look and see. Oh wow, there's like antique things here as well.
Yugoslav.
Yugoslavia. Ah,
Joseph Broz Tito.
Josip Broz Tito.
I see.
Вас
Incredible.
нравится Tito?
Яхта Broz Tito. Very nice. Oh.
Yeah. We find the hotel to check in.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
Maybe tomorrow.
of course. Yeah.
Що ви можете їм так?
We've got a lovely Nada Neva just behind us. However, we do have a problem. You're bloody homeless, mate.
I'm homeless.
My Soviet hotel, I mean, it must be in this building because it says we're here, but there's no sign saying hotel in English, Russian, or Romanian. And that is a problem. Be on to something. We might have found the hotel. Maybe, possibly. Lenina 7. I'm sorry to put you through this, mate. This is my idea. This wasn't part of the...
Yeah, it's all part of the Soviet experience.
Oh, it's around. Okay. It's sounding more hopeful than it was a minute ago.
What it was on the maps.
Yeah.
On the booking.com thing. But that's just...
Это street.
It's a street, yes. Нет hotel.
No.
Ah.
Okay.
I mean, you haven't paid for it, right? So...
I mean, I literally just... It was...
Yeah. I reckon it's fine another one.
I think, yeah.
Вот он. Блин, он старый такой, я знаю его, вот картинку сейчас покажу.
I know what bleed means.
Вот. Какой?
Guest house.
Ну он типа вот.
That's another one. That's probably where you're gonna have to go, bro. Lenin guest house. Left. Okay. It's bad because I told him to book this hotel and I booked another one, and yeah, I've put him through all of this, so I feel bad now. We've got half the town helping us. We got half the town. Yeah.
Right? Go right and
Yeah.
650
Right,
meters.
это право.
Прямо straight.
Okay.
It's okay.
Как прямо?
Yeah.
Straight. Right.
Yeah.
Mate.
All eyes on you, mate.
Yeah, I think let's just maybe just say thank you for your help. I think we will find
Yeah.
To go straight.
Yeah.
Сколько нужно перекрестков?
We're being taken to this apartment, this mysterious apartment that may or may not exist. Many tourists come here?
Yes, in summer and in autumn.
I see.
in spring it's very like.
Ah, I see.
Yeah.
Yes, your English is very good.
Thank you.
And in Transnistria, Pinostrovia, you speak in Romanian or Russian or?
Russian, Ukrainian, and Moldavian.
I see. Oh wow, so you got Moldavian. That's a dialect.
We have 3 official languages.
Oh wow.
We have documents and all in 3 languages.
I see. Very interesting. Oh my god, look at that. Wow.
What's the third?
It's crazy.
What is the third language? If it's Moldavian, Russian, and what else?
Romanian?
Moldavian, Russian, and Ukrainian.
Ukrainian?
Yeah.
Ah. Shakuyu. So, we're going to fix problem number 1. We're going to find not an ATM, because ATMs don't work unless you've got a Russian card or a Moldovan or a Pinostrovian card. So we're going to go to a supermarket called Sheriff. I don't know why it's American influence, but we're going to Sheriff supermarket. We're going to get their currency, which is like this weird colourful stamp thingies. Then at least we can pay for hotels. Then we're going to try and finally get some food, get some Wi-Fi. Then we're going to try and find you your apartment, or just give up and book a hotel, to be honest. We're probably going to do that one. And then we're going to show you Transnistria. Fucking hell. We're in a Soviet restaurant, as you can see from the flag behind me. This is like a dream come true, man. This is mad. So we've ordered a few beers, obviously, and we've got our cash, which I'll show you in just a sec. But check out this, the CCCP. Check it out. And this is their own currency. This is no longer Moldovan lei or anything like that. And it's everything that used to have in the Soviet Union, like caviar, for example, very Russian influence. And there's your communist symbol at the bottom. Let's dig in, let's have some food, and let's get a bit drunk, because why not? What else are you going to do in the communist Soviet Union? Are you ready for a communist lunch? He tried to get out of ordering a second beer. I did stop him, guys, don't worry, don't worry. He's got some sort of Gandhi's flip-flop, I don't really know. And I've got a chicken Kiev, because I can't say it here, maybe because it's kind of pro-Russian, isn't it? But Slava Ukraine. What's your review, mate?
Let's have a look.
Tastes like Gandhi's flip-flop.
That's really nice. Okay. Yeah. This is what.
Have you wondered what the currency is like in a country that doesn't exist? This is the Pinostrovian Transnistrian rubles. Yes, they still use the rubles just like the Soviet Union. Not the coolest currency in the world, but when we convert them into coins later, they're in these like weird colourful rubber stamp things. Very weird. Anyways, let me show you the hotel. This is what you get for 20 euros a night. So like 15 quid, 18 quid. You get a lovely little view of, well, someone's back garden, I think. You get 2 beds, you get a fridge, you get a bucket. I'm not entirely sure what this is for, I'm not entirely sure. A bottle opener. Moldova is known for its wine. We will definitely be using this. A kettle, blah, blah, blah. Lovely and spacious, right? Can you imagine getting this in a travel lodge? Absolutely bloody not. And you get a Soviet bathroom. This is the best thing in this entire apartment. Bloody Soviet. Look at it. Pink. It's pink everywhere. And pink is good. And there's even pink Soviet toilet paper. It does feel like sandpaper. I wish we could get you guys to feel this, but whew, this is going to be painful in the morning. Nonetheless though, check out the Soviet tiles. To you and me, this sounds like a bit weird, but it also sounds like we're in a Soviet building. This is an open-air museum. Like, what's going on with the shower? A Soviet shower. I don't know if Soviet showers are supposed to be a bit hard to get into, but this Soviet shower is. And there's pink this, there's purple that. There's all sorts of weird things. And the only place I've been to that was this Soviet was in a place called Narva, Estonia. Go on my channel, go on the oldest videos, watch it. I was very young back then. If you do want to see another Soviet bathroom. Spasiba. Coming to Transnistria, you can't just go to an ATM. Western cards don't work here. You can either use Moldovan ones or Russian ones. And we don't have any. So we've had to go to the shop called the Sheriff, like their version of Tesco. And we've had to exchange our money. Hopefully we haven't been ripped off. And this, guys, is what the streets of Transnistria look like. Look how clean it is. Look how beautiful it looks. We've got the lovely buildings over there. And surprisingly, a lot of young people here. I thought everyone was probably moving out to Kishinev or something, but there's obviously some sort of prospects of people here, despite being the poorest area of the poorest country in Europe. Look how clean it is. We've got a lovely babushka cleaning, no litter. Behind me we've got the flags of Abkhazia and South Ossetia. They're basically areas of Georgia that are kind of broken away, that have a lot of Russian influence, and the Russians in 2008 invaded those territories. Now we're effectively kind of in Russia-ish, kind of. Its own country, albeit, but effectively Russia. And as a result, we've got those flags of the Russian influenced republics that have a similar backstory to here in Pridnestrovia on display. And actually a big old Russian flag, no Ukrainian flag unfortunately to be seen. And if you walk even further, we've actually got the hammer and sickle. What a weird place to be. What a weird place to be. And they speak as the main language of Moldova, technically the country we're in, Romanian, or Moldovan if you want to be precise, but it's just a dialect of Romanian. But they have it in the Cyrillic alphabet, as you can see there. So it's a very, very weird place. I've never quite been to a place that's this weird, this Russian influenced. It's kind of like Gibraltar of the UK, really, isn't it? A very similar kind of place. Wowza. This is the crazy thing about Transnistria. Everywhere you look, there are reminders of the past. These hammers and sickles with the communist Soviet star. It's just mad how a place like this still exists in 2026. And the people seem pretty normal, to be honest. In 1944 to 1945, the T-34 tank, a Soviet-era tank that you can see just behind me, was set to be in service. And this monument here commemorates the people who gave their lives in World War II from 1941 to 1945, but specifically this tank at the end of the World War II, when the Soviets retook their lost lands and pushed into Nazi German territory. And they've still got the tank on today to show off the might, I guess, of the Soviets and the Russians and the Moldovans, of course. It's a bit of a Russian fanboy club here. Check out this, we've got the Russian flag. I mean, despite everything they're doing to their neighbours next door, they seem to be quite fond of the old Russians. I believe there's about 7,000 Russian peacekeeping troops currently in Moldova and keeping the peace, to make sure that Transnistria stays in the Russian sphere of influence. Even though it's a tiny piece of land, they want to, I don't know what they want to do, but they want it in the Russian influence, which is crazy. It's all about being your own country, I guess. But then there's influence from other countries to do so, which I find quite interesting. But nonetheless, we've got the Russian flag behind me, and then in front we've got the Transnistrian flag, the Transnistrian colours, the red and the green. All we need is the hammer and sickle and it would literally be the Transnistrian flag. In the West, we're so not used to war, but so many Eastern European countries, whether it be Ukraine or here in Transnistria, Russia, Moldova, whatever you want to call this country, independent state, Russian, whatever, people are used to war. It was only a few years ago when Transnistria fought for semi-independence, and that future still isn't too strong for them. Whether there'll be a Russian puppet state, whether they'll get the independence they want, or whether they'll be reabsorbed into Moldova, and whether Moldova will even be absorbed back into Romania. It was Stalin who split up Moldova from Romania. And everywhere you go in Moldova, just like Ukraine, there are the memories of the past. This is very peculiar. They're playing something and I don't understand what it's saying, but it's just gone 4 p.m. and all of these speakers around the city have started saying something. I don't know if it's just in this square, or if I'm doing something I shouldn't be, I don't know. But it's just such a weird vibe. You got all these Russian, massive Soviet roads that span as far as the eye can see. Fish playing, whatever that is. And a hammer and sickle. Just over there, and a man running. When you look at these like Soviet streets, I do apologise, I can't really turn that off and I don't really know what it is for. But nonetheless, these Soviet streets, they look like they haven't been changed since the Soviet Union. That's the problem that Transnistria has. You can't really get much help from Russia, like at all, because of the Ukraine war. And obviously they can't really get the EU funds because they're technically not part of Moldova. And even if they were, Moldova doesn't get many funds in the EU, namely because they're not part of the EU. So it's a bit of a trouble for the old Moldovans. And here on top of there, you probably can't see them, but they're Russian flags. Not their own country, Russian flags. So it's kind of like going to Russia, but not. Very weird. It's crazy after all these years of wars and political change. Even in some parts of the world, they still have communism. And life still goes on for these people. Well, although there's a hammer and sickle everywhere, Moldova does live now in a capitalist society, but the theme, the vibe, the government is very much still Soviet, that Soviet mentality. Well, in the background there's an air raid siren, which is confusing because I'm not in a war zone. What the fuck is going on? You did hear that? What the hell was that? Did you just hear that? The bloody air raid siren going off? But why? How? We're in Moldova. We're being told off by the communist military. He just kind of went like, no, 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 you're not filming my building. I was going to do a monologue there, but not allowed. So you've got to remember, we're still in a Soviet country. You can't film everywhere you want. I've been told off by the military. We're not allowed to film it, bro. Okay. Well, did you hear the air raid siren? No. You didn't hear the air raid siren coming from? That's why I was like waving you over.
Oh, really?
Maybe it's like a World War II reenactment. Maybe there's. Should we check the news?
Yeah, let's check the news.
Because we are quite close to a certain Ukraine. Yeah. So I'm not entirely sure what's going on with the air raid siren, but maybe it's a World War II reenactment. And I don't see any bombs yet, so we should be okay, but I don't know. And guys, even the names of the streets are named after Soviet leaders, like, hello, Lenin Streets, by the way, which is kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. How are you? Oh. And they're the friendly Moldovans again. However, I'm too tired to string a sentence together, so we won't be talking to them. This looks like an old Soviet market, but we're on a mission. Yes Man managed to talk me. Well, I kind of talked myself into it, didn't I? He messaged me saying, shall we get a beer? And I was like, nah, I'm in my pajamas now, you know, I'm FaceTiming people, nah. And then I thought, actually, there'll probably be beer involved, wouldn't there? Then I thought, maybe I should. And then I realised there almost certainly will be beer involved. And then I realised, when am I ever going to have an opportunity to be in a Soviet country, in a disputed state, and get a bit drunk?
Get a bit drunk.
And get a bit drunk. And I thought, you know what, it's kind of now or never.
Should we go in here? What is this?
I think that's a toy shop, but if you look behind you, we do have a place which might have Pivo, maybe. These are the decisions you have in Piastrovia. See, I don't know. I think we should get this. That looks like Kvass, and it's only 3.6%. So we don't want any of that.
Yeah.
This is 11%.
Fucking hell.
So we might die, and then this actually looks like a real human being's ale. I'm thinking yellow or blue and white. What are you thinking, mate?
I think get the yellow, because Chisinau you can always get in Moldova. But it's not every day we can get a yellow.
CC, communist, SSSR.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Oh, nice cold one. Fantastic. Спасибо вам большое.
Вот такое надо брать.
It's okay.
Это хорошо.
Ну хорошо.
Спасибо вам.
Это хорошо.
Спасибо вам большое. Nice to meet you.
Хорошего отдыха. До встречи.
This is from Tiraspol?
Тирасполь.
Tiraspol?
Но. Нет, Тирасполь. А старая крепость, то живое пиво.
I see. I see.
То вот тоже тираспольское. То вкуснее.
I see. This.
Живое пиво.
It's good. It's хорошо.
Тут срок годности 1 месяц, а там 10 дней. Оно живое пиво идет. Ну вы не понимаете, да?
I see. Okay.
Ну ничего, заходите еще к нам.
Это откуда?
Это тоже, это тираспольское, да, это тираспольское, да.
Можно ключик, пожалуйста?
Да, Танюха. Пожалуйста вам. Давайте.
Perfect. Очень приятно. Nice to meet you.
Приятно тоже. Счастливенько вам.
Have a good evening. Everyone's so amazing. Oh, I'll shut the door.
Place.
Right.
And this is from Tiraspol, this bit.
This is from Tiraspol. Is that what she was saying?
That's what she was saying,
Oh.
yeah. But then she said, I didn't understand anything.
What I heard was yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And then she said, like, oh, you guys don't understand what I'm saying, do you? And I was like, yeah.
I was like, yeah, I was just smiling. We're too British. We can't. It would be rude. You can try this
Yeah.
communist Soviet beer.
There we go. So we've got the Juled.
See, I wasn't joking when I said it was Soviet beer. I wasn't joking. I think that lady's jealous of our beer. She's actually walking out the shop.
Place over here.
She's jealous of our Soviet beer here in a Soviet country. But the question is, we've got to go to the Lenin statue to try it, so we can have the full-on, like, Soviet experience. That's what we need. And I think it's turn left, and we can go and enjoy it. What percentage is it? Is it?
4%.
Hello.
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 How are you?
Cocktail. Hello.
People are very curious. I suppose I would be if I was in some random town in Wales and some fucking Moldovan was walking around with a camera. I would probably be quite shocked. But that's okay. This is also what the centre of Moldova, centre of Tiraspol, looks like at night. In the evening. Not too much going on, but we're determined to have the best night out of our lives, and it all starts with a jumbo CCCP. And look how amazing the parks are, even in the evening. Unlike the UK, which will be thugs everywhere and blah blah blah. It's clean, it's peaceful, and you're probably not going to get harassed, which is actually quite a nice change. But you think, you know, you look on the map of the UK government website and it says this area is red zone. You're literally, it's just as dangerous as Iraq, just as dangerous as Kiev, just as dangerous as Moscow. But in reality, does it feel dangerous?
Oh wow. Fuck.
Not really. I mean, this place just never fails to amaze me. We've got Lenin himself again. Interestingly, there's no like text up there. And then we've got something that says basically Soviet house. My Russian isn't very good, but I think it's something like Soviet house. And look how big and grand. These are these government buildings, and they're everywhere in the city, everywhere you look. You're not really supposed to film them though, so we should probably be a bit wise. But we thought this would be a good place for a beer. Probably not, because we're probably going to get kicked out or killed or something, because they do actually have KGB here, apparently. Because it's called the MKB, I believe. Which is kind of fucking terrifying, but it is what it is. Check it out. Not entirely sure what this is, but I can only guess these perhaps are the oligarchs controlling Transnistria. Pretty much this place is a very Russian influenced area. The pensions of the people used to be paid for by the Russian government, hence why they're so pro-Russian. The gas line that used to run through Ukraine before the war, before the gas line was shut, also was coming from Russia. They have free, basically, fuel, which is absolutely insane. Gas, electricity, all of that good stuff. But it is basically controlled by Russian oligarchs, so that's the trade-off for the people of this country, not country. And these are probably the oligarchs that are running the place. This has been horribly wrong. We're having a Russian beer, a Baltica 7, and well, we've been kicked out, haven't we? I mean, this has gone horribly wrong. Basically, we're in a casino in a dimly lit place. We try to find the worst bar, and unfortunately, because we weren't gambling, because we're good boys, we've been kicked out. And there is the dog of Tiraspol.
You are so sweet.